Are you? I hope that you have all been great. Um, it's due. New video is due, an update is due. And I just wanted to pop up and say hello. And also just to let you guys know, what I've been up to, what I've been feeling lately, why I haven't been posting like that, you know. But to get started, I hope you have all been excellent, you know. Um, I haven't been posting because I've been really focusing on, my growth, my calling, my internal work. I kept realizing that I needed so much work still. And while I loved, doing the videos and all that, once I got back into Facebook, I started going back to, routines that didn't really align with what I was trying to do. And I started the whole scrolling thing where I will wake up in the morning and that will be the first thing that I'll start doing. Start seeing updates or pictures or whatever the case is. And I will be in bed instead of like getting up and stretching and you know giving gratitude and all that. I didn't like where I was headed. And even though I've still kept the routine of, every single morning, every single day, I have been lighting up an incense and just giving gratitude for a new day, for all that we have, and protection and resources and peace and love and all that stuff. Excuse me. But aside from that, I didn't like where I was headed. And so, like I mentioned, if I don't feel like I'm really being authentic, with what I'm preaching, with what I'm saying, then I prefer to step back and fill myself back up, because obviously it's something, that is not aligned. And so, so I decided, and another reason is because I did not like the fact that, I was really, even on YouTube, way too many hours, way too long. And, I don't want to encourage us being on our phones for so long, and just listening to what people say instead of us actually taking action. And that's what I was doing. I was listening to a lot of great, guidance and amazing information, but I wasn't really applying it into my life because I was too busy just reading on it or listening to videos about it, and I wasn't getting up and doing the things that I was learning. So I decided to put my phone down basically. And it's not like I don't use it's not like I don't use my phone. Of course I do, but I have limited the actual use time, and how I use my time. And I try to actually take action in the things that I have learned through the years and start applying, as much as possible to my actual, to my everyday life. And that has actually been working out, especially lately, because it was also around the time that Florida. I'm in Florida, so Florida had hurricanes back to back, and they were pretty tough. I thankfully, my family, we were safe, so everything was all good. But it was just a lot happening. And even around that time, even that, I saw it as a sign of, like, sometimes we have storms that come in our lives, and sometimes, these tower moments that happen are for, because changes are necessary. And sometimes, the bigger the storms, the bigger the change. And I believe that humanity right now is going through a huge shift. I am definitely feeling it. I believe that we have been raising our vibrations so high that, it's actually causing this turmoil, and it's just like big changes that humanity's going through. I feel that we are realizing like we need to like do better. Like we really need to do better. And I do see us going, in that direction little by little, but I've seen a huge shift in recent years. Um, but I do believe that this is the time that we have to actually act on the things that we know deep down we need to do, to actually put in the work and actually, become, what we've been working so hard towards, because the world needs that right now. We need to raise the vibration of the world. We all know that fear is the agenda, because fear brings down our vibration. It doesn't allow us to really go within and just relax and have trust and faith that things are gonna be fine. And there have been so many times where huge circumstances or events have happened recently, in my life, that has tried so hard to break down to break my faith and make me go insane. But I've been proud of myself, to be honest, where I recognize it and I don't act on it, and I just actually try to ride the wave and just realize that everything is going to be okay, that this too shall pass, and that I am protected, and that God, the divine universe, hasn't let me down once, and they're not gonna start now. So, and that's the same for all of us, but recently, what I've been doing, to raise my vibration, because I was vibing pretty low, I have been starting routines, positive routines, where no matter how tired I am, and I'm not even going to lie, today I didn't wake up early because I didn't have good sleep. I ended up waking up super early in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep, but I had to go to work, so I needed a little bit of rest. So of all this time, today was the day that I actually didn't really like get up early, but I've been getting up a lot earlier than before. um, and then for half an hour I'll just meditate. And meditate, what I mean is just sitting in silence, because I'm not even doing a great job at it. I'm still trying, but my mind is still very busy. So, but every day, I just keep trying. I just keep, focusing on trying to control my thoughts, control my mind, just any thoughts that do come in, I just, send them back with peace and just try again, and that's what I've been doing. But, it's okay to, if we don't get it right away, we will, just put the intention out there and it'll fall into place. But I recently started that maybe 3 weeks ago. Yes, I would say like 3 weeks ago. Then of course, I'll make my bed. I'll make sure that my area is clean and tidy so I can feel good. I make sure that I do my prayers in the morning. My gratitude. My affirmations, and just try everything that I can to raise my vibration. I've been doing qigong with, just like moving my energy around, and stretching, also some yoga, whatever comes to mind, just to get my body moving and centered and grounded, to start the day. I have told you guys that I join a prayer group in the morning, and so right when my actual day starts at work, then I always try to make sure that I start with a prayer, and just as mentioned, just giving gratitude for a new day, new opportunity, and everything that we have. And that really sets the tone for the day. Recently, in my job also has been so crazy, but as within, so without. So my mind was scattered. It was too much going on, and it was reflected in my life and in my job as well. And so it was so much work, and of course me affirming it over and over. Oh my God, it's so busy, it's so much to do. So of course I was going to keep having that um, in my reality. But once I was able to focus and tell myself, like I just said, as within, so without, then I started calming myself. I started listening to frequencies, binaural beats, to calm my nerves, to calm my mind, my body, my soul, and that did wonders, because even though the work is still there, but my reality shifted, where it doesn't feel like it's so busy now, even though I'm still having the same, type of work, and it's like never ending, but it doesn't feel that way anymore. And I just, I tell myself, I work smart, I don't work hard, and I don't work too hard to make good money, things like that. I try to do like affirmations like that, and it works, it really works. um but yeah, that's how I've been trying to raise my vibration, going to the park. I've been in nature, taking long walks. Sometimes I'm at the park 2 3 hours, sometimes I walk for like 1 or 2 hours, and then I'll spend some time in nature. I'll sit by the lake or something like that, whatever is available to me in order for me to connect with nature. Then I've been doing a lot more, and it makes me feel really, really, really good. And I'm just telling you guys all these little things, just to give you some ideas of, if you're looking for some tips of like how to raise your vibration if you've been feeling low, because it's tough out there nowadays. And this is like a year that I feel, it's the year of the snake. And the snake sheds its skin, transformation, also brings wisdom. This is the age of wisdom now. I've been studying a lot on Sophia. Some call her Sophia Goddess, Sophia Christ, really important being. And I've been studying her. And before I actually started, vibing to her name and started finding her things, that's what I kept seeing. I kept seeing, this is the time, of wisdom. Wisdom is coming back. And Sophia Christ represents wisdom. She is like the female version of the, or the counterpart of like Jesus Christ, right? And so really, really interesting, and loving energy and positive energy, if you guys want to look into that. But yeah, um and it's also going to be the year that I feel like is going to make us or break us. Which direction are we headed to? It's up or down. I feel like this is the year that we make that choice, and the way that we make the choice is either sink or swim. you know if you don't like what you're vibing, if you don't want to continue this cycle that we've been repeating forever, we need to start doing things differently. And that's why I've been, almost every day, I've been trying to do something very different that I normally don't do, just to kind of like break those cycles, because I've noticed that, for some time now, that everything really, really comes back. Energy really, really comes back, and we are in this like loop, non-stop. And unless we get out of that loop, if you don't like it, I personally, I feel like my life has been the life that many of my ancestors have had. And I don't think that's normal that we keep repeating, the same things over and over. At least the negative things that impact us, you know it seems like we haven't learned in a very long time if we keep, going through the same things over and over, as, every generation. So, that's where the generation curse breakers come in, getting out of this matrix, getting out of the loop by being different, by doing different, you know. And that's what I feel we're here for. So that's what I've been focusing on, guys, you know. And but you know, I've been putting little shorts here and there when possible. um yeah, just trying to learn as much as I can. I want to, like, my content, I wanted to, you know, expand a little bit more. I actually started seeing some of my videos, and oh my god, you know, this is growth, man. Like, you guys will see it, hopefully, you know, with time. Like, the way that I was thinking not too long ago has shifted in so many different ways. You know, when I had to get away and really, like, start studying again, because, you know, the things that I had learned not too long ago, yes, they were great and amazing. They were helping me at that moment, and I learned them at the time that I needed to. But you'll see that, you know, you can literally change the way you see, you know, a certain view. You can change in a matter of like a week, depending on the things you learn, you know, your experiences and things like that. We're constantly evolving, you know. And I think it's a beautiful thing, because even though some videos I was just like, oh my god, I should delete this. I don't even think like this no more. But at the same time, you know, I've said it from the beginning, some of my, you know, the things that I believe in, the things that I share, some of the things you might see them change through time, because I'm also evolving, I'm also learning every single day. You know, I just started, I don't feel I know much, you know. So it's like, I'm pretty sure that if I, you know, now that I'm really trying to focus and I'm really, really trying to walk my path, and I believe, you know, that I'm going to start learning so much more, you know. And that's why I didn't delete them, you know, the things I didn't feel that you know, that maybe I don't see it the same way anymore. I just left them there, because it also shows me, you know, my growth. And I think it's a beautiful thing, you know. It's okay to, you know, we don't come knowing everything, we learn things. And, you know, learning is great. We should learn every single day. But I'm not gonna keep talking. I just wanted to say hello, and I hope you guys are excellent. And I hope that, you know, you've been doing your thing, you know. Believe in yourself. Just know that, you know, life happens for us, not to us. And we're here for a greater purpose. And everybody has that potential. You know, it depends on who actually wants to follow that path. So I personally would love to go, you know, high up. You know, I want to vibe high. So if you with me, let's try to do this together. I do not doubt that any of us can, you know, reach those heights. And, you know, um, even in financial situations, you know, it's hard to stay positive, you know, especially if you have family that depends on you and all that. But when you try to align, everything aligns, even financial situation. And I experience that all the time. You know, sometimes I'm always complaining about, you know, financial things and all that. But when I really calm down and I really align myself and I start, you know, really putting in the work, everything just falls into place. Everything, you know. And when I start, you know, like lately, I've been really, really focusing on noticing that. And I love the fact that I have so many testimonies of, you know, that being so real. But, you know, it does come with a lot of faith. It comes with trust. It comes with, you know, gratitude also, and put it in our part, you know. But okay, let me stop now. Guys, I wish you all the best. I'll try to post whenever I feel, you know, like I should give an update. Maybe if I start learning things that, you know, that I really grasp and I feel comfortable teaching you guys, then I will do it. But I don't want to make videos anymore where they're not really that well prepared. This wasn't well prepared. But at least, you know, I'm just trying to give you guys an update, you know, personal update But once I have like actual information that's useful for all of us and that I feel comfortable sharing it and that I really know what I'm saying, then I would greatly share it. You know, I've been playing around a lot with AI and I love it so much. And I have prepared a few things with AI. And you know, amazing work, amazing. And it does take my creativity also to make these creations. But every time I'm going to post something that I think is so useful and is perfect, I just can't, because I feel like it doesn't come from me. You know, a lot of it wouldn't be things that I will even say. You know, maybe things I don't even know, maybe things I just learned. You know, and that if somebody would stop me, you know, somewhere and be like, hey, you know, further elaborate on this, you know, maybe I can. And I just can't do it. But you know, so I want to do everything really organic. Um, just from my brain, from my heart, from my soul. But I want to do it, right. I want to do it more organized so that I can actually, teach in the right way, and once you know the real truth, there's not a lot of, oh, I don't think like that anymore, but I'm working through my conditioning as well, so just give me a little bit more time. And I hope you guys been excellent, and I wish you all the best today and always. Bye.